how y'all doing? Welcome back to Wine and Tea. Today's podcast is going to be talking about the ultimate betrayal. But I want to introduce my guests. We had some minions on here today, ladies. But let me tell you, these minions, we got some minions. He's married. He's married. And he's single. He's single. All right, but anyway, I'm ready to introduce some of my guests. So we're gonna go ahead.
My name's T. Wilson. I'm a project manager for a surveillance company out of Birmingham.
Woo! Woo! That's a lot of monkeys, huh? All right, we're going here.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm B.I.G. Mike, and I am an entrepreneur and a music artist and an engineer, all of this stuff.
All right. He goes green. All right, here.
How y'all doing? I'm a high school teacher, football coach here in Tuscaloosa.
All right, and that's it. That's all you have?
Man of God.
Oh, ladies, and praise the Lord. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get on with the podcast. So we're going to be talking about like the ultimate betrayal. Now, I know, we have women, we have our different versions of it, and men have their different version of it. So I really want to talk to you all and just see what is like an ultimate betrayal that like if your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, not y'all don't have a girlfriend, girlfriend or whatever, that's talking. But like, what will be the ultimate betrayal?
I guess I'll jump out there. For me, it would be lying, right? It's easy for me to get past a lot of stuff, but when somebody tells a lie, they kind of feel like, and I guess that's just, maybe stemming from, you know, me coming up or the things that I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like lying is like the ultimate, especially when you in a relationship with somebody and you trust them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just that's just me. What you think about?
Ultimate betrayal. Uh, I would say if you have built something with somebody over time or whatever, and for whatever reason, um, they blow up the spot, decided to leave you, they go someplace else with somebody else.
Right.
I think with time you probably could heal from that. But to me, it would be tough. So I feel like that.
I think for me it would be but it's kind of piggybacking off of his as far as line was the betrayal of trust.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get back trust once that trust is betrayed. And it's a long, hard road if you're willing to get that trust back. And it's a two-way street, but I mean it's a hard thing to get back once that trust is gone.
Right. So I'm gonna go back to like what you guys were saying. Basically because if you lie, you cheat, and if you lie, you do a whole lot. Like that little liar is a lie. So basically I'm gonna go back to like what you was talking about. You had said like if someone like leave or something, but it depended on like if that person was leaving or anything of that nature, like what type of relationship you guys was in though. So if they end up leaving and the relationship wasn't good, that's a whole different thing though, right?
I feel like, and this just came from over time or whatever, my understanding of it, whatever. If you don't have no real understanding of who you are, that person don't have no real understanding of who they are, right? And y'all can sit down and have a conversation and it come to a situation where you go outside of what y'all got going on. Both parties are responsible, definitely.
Yeah.
However, when you grow to that level, like I feel like two of y'all should be able to sit down and have a conversation about what happened, why it happened, and how to be fixed moving forward. Of course, there has to be forgiveness. Of course, there has to be patience. Of course, there has to be understanding. We don't understand it, and on both parties, we don't understand it. You and the other party will have some a better understanding of what the other person's issues were. If no understanding is there, then you just hurt, she just hurt. However, if y'all sit down and have a conversation about what your issues are, a real conversation, you listening for understanding and listening not to rebuttal, not poke holes in the other person's uh narrative or how they felt about how the relationship was going. You can grow from that. That's just my take on it.
Okay. All right. So going to Mike, you said lie. So you basically saying if you was lied to, that will be the end of whatever. Not saying, and I'm just saying, not in a relationship or anything. I'm just saying, would that put you over the edge to where that'd be just it?
No, because it's if we speaking in terms of betrayal, right? I would feel betrayed if I was lied to.
Right.
Right. But I think he said something real good, right? The trust can be built back, but it takes intentionality for both parts.
Right.
Right? Like if I see you, if I caught you in a lie, right?
Right.
And I see you trying to build it back. And we, like he said, we get an understanding. We on the same page, it could be built back. I mean, a lie ain't no ultimate deal breaker.
Right.
But it is hurtful. That's for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because here, look, I'm the type of person here, I could take the truth better than a lie.
Right.
Because, the lie is like it's kind of like you put your mind like you train in your mind like, okay, this is the truth, right? But when you find out like that ain't the truth, it's like, dang, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What games are you playing?
Like,
Are you
whoa.
trick me?
And now you thinking about, dang, what else did you lie about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'll take it better. Like, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I was on the phone with such and such. Yeah, all right, we could get past that. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be upset about it, but we could get past that. You feel what I'm saying? But the lies, it just hit different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now, I'm going to come to you because I'm just going all the way around. You were saying, like, trust can be built and it'll take a while. Could you just elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, like I said, betrayal is it's a hard thing to get over. Like I said, you can, if you're willing to work on it, it can be restored. Trust can be restored. I'm not going to say you're going to forget. You can forgive, but you're not going to ever forget.
Right.
It's how you live with yourself during the time, the rebuild time.
Right.
If you're able to rebuild and be, I'm a man of God. I'm not a religious person. And I say that because I'm not gonna go out there and just throw God all over you, but I fear God.
Right.
So I know what God has done for me. I know what God has done for my family. So I know that He has what's the best way to put this? He knows what's best for me.
Right.
He knows my heart, and He knows what I can give as a man, as a husband, as a father.
Right.
And I feel
as a friend.
As a friend.
Yeah.
And I treat my friends like their family.
Right.
And as far as the ultimate betrayal, I mean, there's really not an ultimate betrayal if you're willing to work on it. I don't really think there's the ultimate betrayal to destroy all.
Right.
You're gonna hurt for a while, and if it's something that you're willing to fight for,
it was worth fighting for.
If it's worth fighting for,
yes,
you'll fight for it.
Right. Okay, well, that was good. So it's like I said, he brought in, like I said, about the friend thing. So, I mean, it's not just with relationship with friends. And how he said his friends is just like family, which everybody don't think like that. I feel like my friends is my family because they're just how close I feel, to my heart. And if I can call you my friend, you like this with me. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't think that way. Everybody mindset on friends is just like you can be somebody they use for a hot minute, and then literally when you get in the dumps and when you need somebody, you ain't got nobody. Right. So because that person is gone, and that's like a betrayal. Because that person basically used you for all your good energy and your faith and your, promising and happy faces and all that good stuff. And then when it comes to you, and then you actually in that position to where you need help, that person just disappears. So I feel like things like that, that's something that I don't feel like I can forgive anybody for, because I feel like if you was a friend, I'm not trying to work on nothing that you actually turned your back on me. It's not good enough to be worked on. You see what I'm saying? Because if you did it one time, you'll do it again. That's just how I feel, and maybe I need to have more grace.
Yes,
but
and that's it. I mean, you open the door. You open the door,
right?
So it's not always they don't always turn their backs on you intentionally. Sometimes things can happen that are unintentional or unforeseen that happen that you need somebody right then, and they're not able to give you their full attention right then. Then what do? You feel that as a betrayal, as a friendship betrayal?
Because
you don't know the circumstances.
You know your friends, though. You know your friends. You know your friends. If something going on or something is happening, your friend's gonna reach out and say, like, I can't do it right now, or you know how to communicate with your friends.
Understood.
So communication is key, regardless.
Yeah, understood.
So let's go back around to, if that's your friend, y'all know how to communicate. Yep. So if it's a friend that didn't fall through, you betrayed me. Because you know how I am, I know how you are, and we know how to communicate. And that's even with a relationship. You know your partner. You know how to communicate with your partner. And if your partner fall off and lie, that's a situation y'all will have to deal with together. You know what I'm saying? Or not even lie or move different. Anything of that nature. That's a sense of betrayal, because you know your partner. And you know how y'all communicate. And there's only one way to communicate with them, is with the truth. If you feel like you're going to hurt somebody, hurt them. That's how I feel like. I'd rather hurt them with the truth instead of hurting with a lie. Because which hurt gonna heal faster? The truth. Because you know what it is. You done already put it out there.
It is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You can accept that versus lie.
Yeah.
Easy. Right. And you can forgive.
Right.
Easy.
Because how you not gonna forgive me for the truth?
Depends on what that truth is.
Honey. You trying to get deep.
But here's the thing.
Depends on what that truth is.
Here's the thing.
You're right.
Like I in that realm, and this is me. Like when we playing in that space, like between what's forgivable and what's unforgivable. Me in my life, me being a follower of Christ, I'm real careful in that realm, because I don't have the mental capacity to be able to say, "Oh, you ain't nothing," or or this is good. I can't judge that, because I know there's some things that I feel like is unforgivable, but Jesus, he forgave me for those things. Right. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's incumbent upon us to treat others like that. I mean, I say it almost a million times in the Bible, right? Right. So we have to extend that same grace to other people, because the Bible do say that the Lord is going to judge us how we judge other people, right? So I'm careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when you say like the ultimate betrayal, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So like I said, that's the only reason the lie can be forgiven. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think it. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you got.
I think it depends on where you at spiritually too. As far as forgiveness, if you're a person that you don't know that you're supposed to forgive, and God forgave you, and all the things that you're just talking about, then yeah, you won't argue her, right? Yeah. You don't have no idea. You don't have no understanding of these type of things. So of course you're gonna hold on to whatever it was that hurt you. Yeah. Versus releasing it, forgive yourself, forgive that person. Bible say 7 times, 70 times, right? Yep. So over and over you're supposed to forgive him for offenses. Right. God don't hold us accountable for how people treat us, but how we treat people. That's right. So even if somebody offends you, or ultimate betrayal, your friend out there for you, or whatever, we, as believers, supposed to forgive, period.
But guess what? I'm not to cut you off. I can forgive you and don't fuck with you.
This is true, but
and don't fuck with you.
I would give you that, but also, I would say this: if you forgive somebody and not deal with, have you really forgiven? Um, you understand what I'm saying? Like, because there's such thing as boundaries, then you have walls.
Yeah.
So if I say, okay, I ain't gonna, because of what you did to me, this is the action I'm gonna take. It's not a boundary. It's a wall.
Right.
You ain't even space for it.
So is that really forgiveness?
Right. That's another podcast. That's another podcast. Y'all trying to dig into another podcast.
Right. Is it a wall?
Y'all trying to it's a wall, it's a forgiveness.
Really forgiving the person if you cut them off.
That's right.
You put up a wall, and that's what people do when you don't know them. But when you grow to that level, you understand, like, you can still, like you said, forgive somebody, or I can forgive you and not forget the offense.
Right.
And not this wall in them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Can you still sit in the same group with this person? Can you still be causing this person? Can you still, if that person calls you and needs your help, can you still be?
I think I would help anybody that was my friend.
No, that's not what we're discussing. we crossed that. We went over that wall now. What we discussing is the fact that if somebody has betrayed you,
right,
you say you forgive them, but you have put a wall there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still going to be able to help them with that wall there? That's the question.
I can peek over the wall and be like, you need some bitch. What you need? Tell me, throw it over the fence. And then I'm going to throw that back over the damn fence.
Here's what I'm going to say, right? Here's what I'm going to say to that, right? And this, I know this through experience, right? Like, if somebody betrayed, right? And you just don't want to mess with them anymore,
right?
Like, you won't have to if the power of God is in your life and the anointing is on you. Trust me, if that person is evil, they ain't gonna want to be around you.
Right. You right.
Because that grace is gonna radiate off of you. Yeah. It's gonna radiate off of you, and they're gonna feel uncomfortable around you. So you ain't gonna have to put up a wall,
right?
Because they're gonna be running away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And honey, I got that fire in me. Jesus is my father.
Great.
But everybody don't know. He is. I love the Lord.
Man.
And I do. But yes, I love this. I love this. You trying to get on me. Like a wow.
You constructed it, so hey.
You like we still building. We still building. I love it though. But yes, oh my God, men are very deep. See, this when you need some men with some Jesus and y'all women looking for somebody. Let me tell you, y'all better get y'all some Holy Ghost filled, sanctified men that got Jesus in their life. And they can help you out with your situations. Get you pulled from up under that rock. You see how they were checking me? But yeah, y'all need that in y'all life while y'all out here. But I'm just gonna throw that out there. Go to church each Sunday. Maybe you find somebody dressed real nice and all that good stuff. And it may come to you. Pray to God and ask him, sing you somebody, and they let go of that other stuff that y'all got for real. I'm just telling y'all the truth. All right, I'm back and we have the ladies here. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you. This is
Misha, aka Dr. Hunt.
And this is
Rhonda. Nice to meet you.
And they're back from last time. So we love our ladies. Hello to Misha and Rhonda. But we're going to get back in this conversation. And we just wanted to see, did you have any input? I'm going to go with Misha first.
Well, just listening at some of the conversation from the gentleman, I can say I agree on so many levels of everything that's been said here. And I think it's kind of just summed up to what they were saying. Betrayal isn't just a single act. When you really look at it, if I feel like someone hasn't been loyal to the trust that we share in a relationship, If you make me feel unsafe in a certain way, or if you emotionally cause a disruption, that can be betrayal for so many people, the way they look at it. You can be in a relationship with somebody and you hide your finances from your spouse. That's betrayal. That could be looked at as betrayal too. And so, and even when it comes to infidelity, sometimes, some people can cross those boundaries, but sometimes it can be when it's sustained, lying and cheating, that can be like the ultimate betrayal. So I think you have to really look at what that word means to you, for each individual. And because some people, might not have the same perspective, and so it's just really individualized. But what I can say for me, myself, I think, I'm kind of like what the gentleman have already spoken. Love can encompass all. So as long as I know that love can conquer and encompass all, like, listen, there's nothing above what we can't work through. It just determines whether or not we're going to be willing to put in that work. And it's going to require some work. Right. And that's going to be, like you said, some intentionality within that relationship to move us past where we were, if we agree that there is a future for us. And so if it's not, then why waste time? You already know what your limits are. But then you have to be careful too, because what my limits was when I was 20 years old definitely ain't my limit that I am now. At this age, when I got a family, we have, assets together. So I may step back and say, okay, God, wait a minute. I need to see this thing beyond what I may have thought in my 20s. Right. So like I said, it goes back to that perspective, not to take up too much time, but so.
So Rhonda?
Okay, so the key thing to what she said that resonated with me is the timing of it all. I'm 45, so I don't think like my 25-year-old self. So, it's times have changed. I've changed. I've evolved. And so what bothered me then, may not bother me as much now, but I have learned to talk. Right. Open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. And so I'll continue to harbor those feelings and whatnot if I don't talk about it. And so I just believe, again, like I said in the last podcast, God first, and then me and my spouse, we're going to sit and talk. We're going to, yes. Communication, everything. Yes. And so, just getting it all out, laying it on the table. Betrayal does look like a bunch of things. It's not, we automatically go into the cheating part. Yeah. That's like on the top of everybody's head. It's been branded in us for so long. But it's more to that. And when you learn the emotional intelligence of the dynamics of a relationship, meaning what all the relationship comes with the relationship, is that you'll learn, it's a variety of things. And so you have to break down the barrier. What worked for you and your wife, what worked for you and your husband may not work for me and my husband. Right. And so until you learn that, like, we can't do the social medias and we can't even do the books, we can't do the movies. Right. Because they're not real. What's real is you and I. Absolutely. And so that's just my take.
Absolutely. Now, you heard what she said. So don't go to no book to try to figure this out. Right. You're going to have to figure you and your partner, you and your friends, you and whoever it is out yourself, depending on you two. So it's not a book to it. It's really not. So,
but the Bible.
Right. But hey, sorry. The Bible. Yeah. The Bible is the book. That book.
I was about to spin around to that. But I think y'all both put it beautifully, right? But sis kind of touched on something that made me think, and I'm gonna say this: like, if Jesus Christ is not the foundation of any relationship, it's not. I ain't gonna say it's impossible to work, but it's gonna be tough to work. Like, it really is, because like being a follower of Christ, like, kind of gives you a rubric, rather, to handle things, right? Because, see, like, man, we could really get off on some other stuff with this. Go ahead. Like we really could, but
I like that.
like if you if you not, because you're a teacher.
It's a tool. You have the tools.
Yeah, for real,
To deal with things.
Yeah,
And that's what the Bible.
yeah.
If you don't have a relationship with God, don't spend time with God, and don't sit down and read and pray and fast on things, whatever, and get that spirituality, that spirit, feed your spirit versus your flesh.
Right.
You will not have the capability or the understanding.
Right.
Absolutely.
You won't have nothing governing your actions.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
That part. I like
So-
that.
So if somebody betray you,
It'd be easy to be like,
go back to
peace.
what the lady said about emotional intelligence too.
Yeah.
When you have a conversation with people, sometimes it's hard if you're trying to have a conversation with somebody who's not emotionally intelligent, they flout down, they angry, they don't know how to sit down and have a conversation and be listen to you, and allow you to speak, create a space for there to be some a real dialogue, a real conversation about what y'all going through.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk to people.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important. I'm glad you said that. When you talk about emotional intelligence, you have to have spiritual intelligence as well. Right. So when you have SQ, IQ, and EQ, let me tell you, you become a weapon. You become a weapon, and you become a weapon in the kingdom for God.
Oh,
First. Yes. But it also transcends into those that you run into in life. So when somebody, like the last podcast, when they're coming to you, when you have that foundation, you can miss me with it, talking about my man doing this, my woman doing this. I know who we are to each other because we have that commitment unto one another. And so we just follow the good book. Listen, just follow the book. Follow the book. Follow the book. It's simple. It is really so simple. We make life hard because we try to carry these crosses by ourselves. Right. So I thank you for this platform because it allows us to share the cross. It allows all of us to do that. And in day-to-day lives, we all experience so much. But when we're going through it in community with each other, we then, we're feeding each other right now. Right. So thank you for just even this platform. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're welcome. You bring knowledge to the table. Yeah. Like you said earlier, you said that's a God. That's a God thing. I ain't worried about that. That's a God thing. That's a God problem. I like that. I'm like, ooh, I need to start using that. That's a God problem. Worried about different things and it's a God problem.
For real.
What I'm worried about?
Man, you really said it when you said, we try to carry that cross ourselves. Like that's a real tough thing. And people don't realize what Jesus had to go endure to carry that cross. And we do have it easy because all we have to do is believe. All we have to do is believe. Put it on him. Right? For real. All we gotta do is just believe.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
And we'll
Whoa, y'all, we making this a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, but hey.
You can't sign the speed.
That's why it doesn't align sometimes with what even you started off originally, because you can't contain
you can't sign the spirit. So hey, this what we talking about now.
So to bring it back. So to bring it back, like again, it goes back to what I said. Like if it's not built on that solid foundation, then the betrayal will be ultimate betrayal. You know what I'm saying? It will be the ultimate betrayal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I could go another direction with that, but we got. We go.
I want to hear what you got to say. I'm so nosy.
I mean, there's only one real ultimate betrayal. We talking about when Judas, that was the ultimate betrayal. That was labeled as the ultimate betrayal. So, but
Tino, did you want to jump in?
Well, I think y'all fill the room.
I looked over there and looked like a couple times. You want to jump
I
in?
did.
He was like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no, but
But every time I want to say something, somebody already said
say what you want to say. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's on one accord.
Right, right.
That's that one accord.
Yes, yes. And I like,
Like minds think alike.
Yeah.
yes.
Spiritual minds think alike.
Yeah.
And the common denominator is
Jesus.
her.
Oh yeah.
For bringing us, yes, but she brings us. Look at how she brought us together to discuss.
Yes.
For sure.
But I love love. Y'all know I
Yes.
love love.
Yes.
You know, I might be a chip off the whole block. But at the end of the day, I love love.
Yes.
I love love. I love knowledge. I love the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I might, sometimes I'm spiritual.
And we are.
I might sometimes make a mistake and lay it down.
Yeah.
Suffer me.
Yeah.
But at the end I say, I pick it back up.
That's it.
And I carry it. I have them on me. I love the Lord.
Hey,
With all my heart.
that's thriving.
Hey, that's thriving. I may not be
thriving.
thriving. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm on these elbows, and I'm going, and I'm going. And if bitch get in my face, elbow her, and go.
Okay.
And go.
That's a workout, ain't it?
God is good.
That's a workout, ain't it? There you go.
And go. Because God is good. And I'm going to keep on moving. Even if I'm on my elbows and my knees, I'm going to keep crawling towards the Lord.
Yes.
At the end of the
Well, all he
day.
wants is pursuit, not perfection.
Right.
Man, that's it.
Say again.
She be dropping bars. She been dropping.
Say again, Misha.
Pursuit, not perfection.
Do you hear my sister?
Hey, look. Look.
That's it. You're gonna make me shit for the shine. I love it. I love it. I love it. Woo, yeah. Thank y'all for joining my podcast. Thank y'all for joining my podcast. And I want to also shout out the set. I don't know the address, but Google the set. It have all your.
9th Court.
Say it again.
3100 9th Court.
If you need your pictures, if you need to come do podcasts, if you need to rent it, whatever you need to do, go ahead and contact that information. You can go to the website. And also I thank each and every one of you for coming, sharing your love, sharing your knowledge, sharing your spirit, because I just feel good. I just feel like I've been in church or something. Like you never know what you might hear or learn when you come with a
One or more gathered.
hey.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. And like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. I met Tito and Rhonda through Misha.
Mm-hmm.
Misha I've been knowing for forever. And I ain't gonna stop saying it. But when I met these two, just like I've been knowing them for forever.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her clicked, had conversations on it.
Yeah.
And like I literally been going to Misha house, going to different things. And she been there and I'm like, that's my first time seeing her. And that's crazy.
Yes.
But hey, God knows.
Yes, it does.
And I love it. And I love it.
Divine connection, divine timing.
Yes. Yes. And I love it.
But
But
she can't get rid of me.
no, I ain't trying to get rid of you. Ain't trying to get rid of you. But yes, I love it. And to bring him in as a brother, that's good.
And I've always, everywhere I go, people see me as being unapproachable. I'm not unapproachable. I just don't show a whole lot of, what's the word? Emotions.
Right.
I just don't show a whole lot of
And that's probably just why I didn't ever see you, because maybe I was just standoffish or whatever to that nature.
This one ain't.
I never
But that's the opposite that attracts
Yeah.
in the relationship.
yeah, like I didn't see her until the baby birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but once I get to know who you are as a person, I open up.
Right.
And I become the person like, who is he?
Yeah.
Because it's a 360 of where I was to where I come, because I'm comfortable.
Right.
I don't know you. I'm like, because I gotta see what you really about.
Right.
But the next time, oh yeah, we gonna set it off. We gonna set it off.
But see, that comes with discernment too, my
For
friend.
real.
And that's why we have to take that spirit with us when we deal with others. You're not supposed to be so quick. Sometimes you just jump out there because you got to protect you
And her.
and her.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. And like I said, when we was in Atlanta, I kept telling Misha, I was like, man, you just they feel like Mike to me. I was like, they act just like Mike. I was like, they need to be together. I kept saying it. I was like, man, they act just like Mike. I said the things they doing is just like stuff Mike do. It's just everything y'all was doing is like been done before.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't seen it before, so it was just like, dang, that what he do. That what he do. I kept saying, man, this Mike type vibe right here. So I kept on saying it because I just felt like I was at home. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it just felt like home.
And just like she brought us on, you bring them on, and it just keeps flowing from there.
Yep.
See, like with her husband, I've known Kenny for over 40 years. I've known him.
Ooh.
But these last few years that we have become more emotionally connected, spiritually connected. I had to tell my brother, I can't. You don't come out. I don't come out and tell men, man, I enjoy your company. I enjoy your company. We went out to dinner night weekend Friday before last, and I had literally had to tell him, I enjoy y'all. I'm gonna give y'all flowers right
he's
now.
about to cry.
It's hard to find people like that though. For real, it's hard to find people that you can just like relax. I ain't gotta worry about I ain't gotta worry about none of that stuff and just relax over.
I mean, how often you run across people that you can literally say, I enjoy your company,
Right?
And you can literally come out and say, bro, I love you.
Right.
And it's really hard in the African American community.
Yeah.
I can't speak on any other community, but I know any
without us having
yes.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
And so when you find that, you hold on to it. Absolutely. You might not get it again.
You sure right. But I love this, and I want us to grow with the right people in our circle. And I just, like I said, I love this. Love you. But yes, let me go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sorry, we just started talking. You cut all that off on it, but yes, yes. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you follow us. Make sure you share and all that good stuff. And we will be back next time. You can leave some comments. If you have any questions or want to get in contact with us or would like to join the show, just let us know. Thank you. Peace. Bye.